Fried chicken is a beloved dish around the globe. In Japan, it has become a Christmas tradition for families to order American-style fried chicken, incorporating it into their festive celebrations. In China, where chickens once symbolized the dawn of a new day, KFC has risen to be the leading fast food chain. In the United States, African Americans often refer to fried chicken as the gospel bird, highlighting its deep ties to Sunday church culture. But the most intriguing thing, no matter where you are, fried chicken seems to always come with a story. Let's find out. One reason for fried chicken's worldwide popularity might be the countless ways it can be marinated, seasoned, coated, and fried. The classic southern U.S. version is coated in flour or batter and fried to a crisp. In Guatemala, fried chicken is marinated in citrus and spices, while in Japan, Tatsuda age features soy sauce and potato starch. The variations are truly limitless. Fun fact, did you know that the crispy, juicy fried chicken you know and love might not even be the original fried chicken? While many cultures have created their own unique versions, the southern U.S. rendition is the most famous and the most controversial. But why is that? In the southern U.S., many people even claim fried chicken as their birthright, or as Damon Lee Fowler described it in his 1998 book, Fried Chicken, The World's Best Recipes from Memphis to Milan, from Buffalo to Bangkok, as their state religion. Yet the reality is, the story of fried chicken in the United States is anything but simple. Despite its widespread love, its history is marked by struggle and hardship. Join us today as we explore the dark origins and cultural exploitation of fried chicken. We'll show you how this popular Southern dish became a symbol of prejudice, tracing its journey from humble beginnings to its controversial portrayal in the media. This is the racist history of fried chicken. Surprising origins? You bet. From the 1600s to the 1800s, many believed that fried chicken began in the American South. Southerners proudly made it a main part of their local food and said that only African Americans, mostly enslaved, could cook authentic fried chicken. But wait, the first well-known printed recipe for fried chicken in the U.S. was published in 1824 in the Virginia Housewife, the first regional American cookbook. Written by Mary Randolph, a white woman from a family that owned slaves and a distant relative of Thomas Jefferson, this cookbook was an important moment in American cooking history. Who actually invented fried chicken? Well, that's where things get interesting. Despite Randolph's contribution, it was actually Scottish immigrants who first introduced fried chicken to the continent in the 1600s. But their cooking style was more basic. It wasn't until enslaved African Americans added West African cooking techniques that the dish truly transformed into what we now recognize as fried chicken. Did you know? West African fried chicken was more like a fricassee, where chicken was lightly fried and then slowly cooked in a seasoned sauce. Sound familiar? It's not too far off from Senegalese chicken yassa. Through the forced migration of Africans to the Americas, these culinary traditions blended, creating a new and iconic dish. Over time, African American cooks added their seasoning expertise, turning this humble dish into an essential part of Southern cuisine. But fried chicken wasn't just about food. It had deeper meanings for enslaved Africans, sometimes serving as an act of quiet resistance and a small taste of freedom in a world designed to oppress them. This is where fried chicken started to transcend the plate. Fast forward to the 19th century. Here's a curious story. In the small town of Gordonsville, Virginia, today's fried chicken capital of the world, Black women selling fried chicken to train passengers through windows became a way to gain economic independence during the Civil War. These enterprising women showed just how resilient and resourceful African Americans were, despite living under oppressive systems. Want to hear something shocking? Fried chicken wasn't always loved by everyone. In fact, it became a tool for spreading racist stereotypes. The 1915 silent film, The Birth of a Nation, considered one of the most racist films ever made, had scenes depicting Black legislators as lazy and crude, with one exaggeratedly eating fried chicken. This cemented the harmful stereotype for decades. Even more surprising, these hurtful depictions didn't stay in films. From postcards and advertisements to popular brands like Aunt Jemima, racist caricatures became intertwined with the very image of fried chicken. Aunt Jemima, based on the mammy stereotype, was used to sell pancake mix, perpetuating harmful ideas about black women as happy, submissive servants. Incredibly, this image remained largely unchallenged until the 21st century. And then there's KFC. Colonel Sanders. While KFC is globally loved, the brand has a controversial history, particularly in the US. KFC's business model of targeting low-income, predominantly black neighborhoods has led to accusations of food redlining, a modern twist on old racial divides. Even as fast food became more accessible to everyone, the location of these chains reinforced the racial and economic lines drawn in America. Did you know? A study from the 1960s revealed that chains like KFC were disproportionately located in marginalized communities. Even though the civil rights movement was in full swing, these subtle forms of segregation persisted. But here's the thing. Fried chicken is also a symbol of cultural pride. Think about it. Southern Sunday suppers, black church gatherings, and soul food celebrations. The dish represents resilience, survival, and the spirit of innovation passed down through generations. Today, we see modern chefs and critics like Marcus Samuelsson and Soleil Ho reshaping the fried chicken narrative. They're taking a dish that's been stigmatized and turning it into a symbol of culinary excellence and cultural fusion. And here's a final question for you. How can we celebrate fried chicken's global legacy while also confronting its complex past? Share your thoughts in the comments below.